coffee right here. Actually, see, these mugs are made for right-handed people. I can't drink my coffee like this, but I'm supposed to. I don't know. When I drink it with my left hand, I'm left-handed. I won't be able to display my fantastic design of from Craft Academy straight out of boot camp. Yes, we did this one ages ago. Right. Music, background, soothing music. Let's do this. Royalty-free jazz. Okay, sounds like a plan. Yep, here we go. Or perhaps not. Perhaps I need to switch to my screen. There we go. All right. Yep. Right, so what are we gonna do today? Today I'm thinking about starting off slow and moving even slower. No need to rush anything. I have a few topics that could be interesting for me to dive into. But let's get the word out that we are doing some recreational coding. There might be some students or what have you that would like to join us. Okay. Online on Twitch and doing some recreational coding. Join in here for audio. Right, and we're gonna set up a meet. So I'm just gonna go over need a new browser, and I'm gonna just do meet, and I'm gonna create a new camera, new meeting. Sorry. There we go. There I am. Boom. I'm like from two different angles here for a second. God, I look fat. Right, and I'm gonna post this one in Slack. If anybody would like to join, that's perfectly fine. Right. Slow morning, of course. I hope you guys had a nice evening. Me, Lucas, Luke, and Mike, we stayed up until approximately midnight yesterday, going over a challenge that Lucas wrote, and it was fun. And now I guess these guys are fast asleep. Would be surprised if they get up too early. Me, on the other hand, I don't know. I don't like to sleep too much. Just wake up, check out some news on the, and read through some newspapers and look some YouTube clips from yesterday, CNN, MSNBC, Swedish news, and then off I go and sit with my computer. I have my setup here at home, do a little bit of coding, this and that. It's kind of fun. I love it. I love coding. Right. 9:03 a.m. Okay. Or follow the Twitch channel. I think we have something here. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit off camera, but it's gonna change soon. I'm gonna pull up some code in just a second. Right. Okay. So what did we do yesterday? What can we do? We can do a lot of things. One thing that is kind of interesting could be so yesterday we experimented a little bit with a very basic testing setup for JavaScript, and the idea is that I will be doing some I have to write some documentation or like a workshop bullet points about that, and so that could be interesting to take a look at. But also there's another thing that could be really cool, and that is that I got an email the other day. Let me pull up my email inbox off screen. You probably don't want to see all the, Viagra ads. Right. I got an email from dev.to, I think it's like, yeah, it's a dev community digest. Right, I got that. Okay, cool. And they had a nice little guide titled The Complete Guide to Full Ethereum. I don't even know how to spell it, how to pronounce that. That's how much I know about this thing. The Complete Guide to Full Ethereum Development. All right. So we can go over this actually. We could do something with that, because I am really keen on learning about this. So therefore, I'm thinking this could be an interesting thing to actually dive into. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna update my stream info, and instead of doing recreational coding, so we can just be saying looking at the complete guide to full stack Ethereum development. Perhaps this can be interesting. Right. Now we've updated this. Okay. So, how about we all just take a deep breath and figure this out? What's the deal? I am totally new to blockchain and Bitcoin and all of that stuff, right? Really never had the opportunity to dive into this. Read perhaps 1 or 2 blog posts or something. Don't understand much, to be honest. I'm totally new. So bear with me. Okay, so let's see. Nader, thank you very much, Nader, by the way, for writing this. We're gonna go over this text and see if we can get any smarter doing that. Okay. So building full stack D apps with React, Ethers JS, Ethers Solidity, and Hard Hat. Ethers JS. So I'm just, I'm a curious guy, so I'm just gonna do npm JS this, and we're gonna say Ethers. Right, umbrella. Yeah, is that? Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, umbrella package for everything. Right, Ethereum wallet implementation and utilize JavaScript and TypeScript. Okay, good stuff. Let's go back. I recently joined Edge and Node as a developer. I'm just curious what Edge and Node is, and that's Building a decentralized future, creating and supporting protocols and depths in the day. Okay, cool. Now we know. I'm gonna turn this off. Don't want to have too many things. And I have settled upon what I think is the best stack for building full stack distributed apps. So dApps or dApps, or I don't know how to pronounce that, but should I say dApps or should I say dApps? I don't know. We figure it out. But it stands for distributed applications with Solidity. Okay. Client framework React. I know React. Ethereum development environment Hard Hat. No idea what it is. Ethereum web client library Ether.js, and then API layer the Graph protocol. So we're gonna take a quick peek on Hard Hat and just quickly on the Graph protocol, so we understand what we are talking about here. Hard Hat, Ethereum development environment for professionals. That's gonna be me then. Am I the professional here? No, I am not. Thank you for the follow. By the way, Move, thanks a lot. Wonder why my chat is not working and telling me this, but that's life. Yeah. Anyhow, let's take a look at this. Get started. Why Hard Hat? Run Solidity locally. That's nice. Easy to deploy. Debugging first. Okay. Extreme flexibility. Bring your own tools. Fully extensible plugin ecosystem. Sounds like a sales pitch to me. Let's move on to the Graph. The Graph APIs for a vibrant, decentralized future. The Graph is an indexing protocol for querying networks like Ethereum and IPFS. Anyone, that's me, anyone can build and publish open APIs called subgraphs, making data easily accessible. Right. Say goodbye to custom servers. Right. Okay, let's just note that we've seen this and let's move on. Let's move on. The problem that I ran into though while learning this was that while there was fairly good documentation out there for each of these things individually, there was nothing really out there for how to put all of these things together and understand how they worked with each other. A very common problem. I truly appreciate that. I think I can relate. There are some really good boilerplates out there, like the Scaffold ETH, which also include Ether's Hard Hat and the Graph, but maybe too much to pick up for people just getting started. Well, that sounds good, because I am just getting started, so let's see if that is actually the case. I wanted an end-to-end guide to show me how to build full-stack Ethereum apps using the most up-to-date resources, libraries, and tooling. These things, the things I was interested in were how to create, deploy, and test Ethereum smart contracts. Nicey, because that could actually be interesting for me. I like that. Oh, Siri. I just accidentally got Siri. We don't want that. So that's interesting. How to switch between local test and production environments networks. Okay, that's interesting. How to connect to and interact with the contracts using various environments from frontend like React, Vue, Svelte, or Angular. Okay, after spending some time figuring this out and getting going with the full stack that I felt really happy with, I thought it would be nice to write up how to build and test How to build and test. Okay, a full stack Ethereum app using this stack, not only for other people out there who might be interested in this stack, but also for myself for future reference. I can relate to that as well, because sometimes I'm really bad at documenting my own findings, and then I forget about shit, and and I just end up in a deep shithole, basically. Let's see. Good morning. Today I'm looking at the complete guide. Right. Right. Hold on a second. There we go. Right. Let's move on. It's going to be a bit of reading, but there will be some coding too, hopefully soon. The pieces. Okay, let's go over the main pieces we will be using. Ethereum development environment. Okay. When building smart contracts, I wonder why it is called smart contracts. So note to self. Why is that? Oh, well, actually, why is this called smart contracts? Smart contracts were first proposed in early 1990s by Nick Szabo, who coined the term, using it to refer to a set of promises specified in digital form, including protocols with which the parties perform on those promises. Wow. It is truly Sunday morning, because I don't really understand that. A self-executing contract with the terms of the agreement between buyer and seller being directly written into lines of code. The code of the agreements contained therein exists across a distributed, decentralized blockchain network. Okay, I understand that. Okay, we're gonna have to, return to this, and because it's like, I would really like to understand this better. Okay, but let's move on to, because so there are so many people that talk about smart contracts, this and that, and I never got a good understanding or good explanation from somebody who, actually can explain to me what it's all about. But perhaps I haven't been talking to the right people, or listened to overly carefully, or something. Don't know. We will. One of the main topics for today, or main objectives with this overview, is to kind of demystify this, so I can actually understand what's going on. All right. Let's see what else. You will also need a way to compile your Solidity code into code that can be run on a client-side application. Yeah, in our case, a React app. Okay, we'll learn more about how this works a little later. Hard Hat is an Ethereum development environment and a framework designed for full stack development, and is the framework that I will be using for this tutorial. Other similar tools could be Ganache and Truffle. Heard about Ganache? Somebody mentioned this. Somebody mentioned that. One-click blockchain. Visual mnemonics and account info. Okay. Well, Ganache Truffles. Well, but why does he link to two of them? Let's do that. Let's open this one. Sweet tools for smart contracts. Release, deploy. Code, plan, monitor. Code, plan, monitor, build, code, plan, build. Oh, it's this way. Plan, code, build, release, deploy. Release. Okay, this sounds like a agile feedback loop. So I like this one. But travel teams, iterate faster, smart contracts made sweeter. I love it. Made sweeter. Ganache one-click blockchain drizzle. Starbucks. Oh, coffee. Okay, let's move on with the guide. So we're doing a guide here. If you want to follow along with this one, we probably want to set this up, like link to this in chat. This is the link, but that gets lost, right? Anyway, and we have somebody joining our meet here. Good morning. Good morning, Pravan. I think you are muted. If you want to chat, go ahead and chat. That's perfectly fine. If you want to, yeah, if you want to introduce yourself, that's perfectly fine. Or you can just listen in. But if you want to chat, you have to unmute yourself. There's an unmute button. All right, so let's go over this. Ethers.js aims to be a complete and compact library for interacting with the Ethereum blockchain and its ecosystem for client-side JavaScript applications like React. Another popular option in the ecosystem is Web3.js. Damn it, there's so many resources to look at. Let's have a just quick look at Web3.js. Right, Ethereum JavaScript API. Okay, so that's how you can access these things, but we will use Ethers.js, right? So I checked that out on NPM. Now let's have a look at the documentation here. All right, we'll get to this soon, but we want to look at this stuff. Now I am not sharing my screen in the Google Meet, so in order to see what I'm doing, Pravan, you're gonna have to watch the stream on Twitch if that is possible. It's because of the performance issues, you know, so you can probably hear me on Twitch as well, but anyway. Right, then so that's going to be used for the React app. We will need a way to interact with the smart contract. Okay, good. Which had been deployed. Okay. MetaMask helps to handle account management and connecting the current user to the blockchain. See, I don't even think I have a blockchain wallet, to be honest. Hello, Natsak. How you doing? We are looking at you know, smart contracts this morning, and there is also if you want to join over audio, if you want to you know, chat a little bit, just let me know. You can join this Google Meet and say hi rather than just, you know, type chat. You can also interact with me should you want to do that. So smart contracts, MetaMask helps us to handle the account management. Yes, and I was just saying that I don't even think I know that I created a wallet somehow, but I don't think I have that info available anymore, which I didn't have any Bitcoins. I don't, yeah, because no, I don't have any Bitcoins on it. But anyway, or perhaps I do. Well, shit, I should probably check it out. So I probably, if I want to go ahead with this, I'm probably gonna have to set up a wallet somewhere, I guess. But let's see. Once the user has connected their MetaMask wallet, you as a developer can interact with the globally available Ethereum API that identifies the users on Web3 compatible browsers, and whenever you request a transaction signature, MetaMask will prompt the user in as comprehensible away as possible. Whatever that means. I'm really like, I don't understand jack shit out of this. But I guess that MetaMask is somewhere where I can set up a wallet. Apparently, let's have a quick look. Installs MetaMask for your browser. Okay. Okay. This is something I need to download. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. So, Pravin, are you from Agile Ventures, by the way? Or how did you find me?
Yeah. Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Yeah, I joined from Agile Ventures.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Have you been a member for a long time, or
Sorry, I did not understand.
are you a long time member, or did you recently join?
No, I'm not sure.
Have you been around Agile Ventures for a long time?
Okay, yeah, understood. So, yeah, I joined it approx 1 year back.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Um, do you do you do Rails, Ruby on Rails, JavaScript? What is your preferred code?
Yeah, not no Ruby on Rails, but yeah, I do JavaScript, Angular, and React.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. All right. Let's look into blockchain. If you have any comments, just feel free to comment. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So my question now is, do I do we need to? They mention the MetaMask wallet, right? So I need to figure out what that is. I don't see any reference to MetaMask here, like a wallet, but I guess there is a wallet that I can set up. Download documentation. About this. Right, let's just check if we can just do MetaMask wallet. Buy, store, send, and swap tokens. Execute the key vault, secure login, token wallet. Okay, so I guess that if I download this for Chrome, I can create a wallet. Can I do that? Let's add this extension. Let's figure out if this is actually relevant or not. Welcome to MetaMask, connecting you to Ethereum and the decentralized web. We're happy to see you. Well, thank you. Let's see what. Let's open this. I think that's right. Right, that's exactly where we are. Right. So let's get started. Let's click this. No, I already have a seed phrase. No. Yes. Let's set up. Help us improve MetaMask. Always allow you to opt out via settings. Yeah, sure, I agree. Right. Take this off camera, Thomas, and I will say. Right. So, and I will. Right. I will just. Right. Oh. Okay, so I have to go through a setup phase here. I'm setting up the MetaMask extension, and there are few things that I need to do off camera. Whoa, of course, that was a bit of a. But anyway, this is just for the recreational purposes anyway, so there won't be any massive bitcoins things here. Anyway, let me just go through this. it's a sequence of words that they want me to select. It sounds like I don't know if you've probably seen those Marvel movies, and it sounds like a sequence of words that those Russians say to the Winter Soldier in order to to make him do shit. That's how I feel at the moment. And also probably like well, no, I need to move this after this. Right. Didn't like President Trump at some point, ex-president, you know, whatever, brag that he could understand or remember certain words? That's how I feel at the moment. I think, yeah, that's how I feel. Token swapping is here. So, right. Swap from, I don't want to swap anything. So I am set up. I don't think there is any danger in showing you this. Ethereum mainnet, this is me, 0, 0. We should be good on this one. We should be good on this one. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let's minimize this or put this off screen for now. And let's go back to the guide itself. And again, I'm going over my first interaction with blockchain and all of that stuff. Going over this. If you need the link for this, definitely ask me for that. You can get that from me. And if you want to join into an audio chat, like Pravin did, that's also perfectly fine. Right. React. React is a front-end JavaScript library. We know that. React and its large ecosystem of meta frameworks like Next.js, yada yada, able yada yada. Right. Yes, it continues to be seemingly dominating the front-end space and so on. Let's take a look at the graph. I know about React, so I don't have to dive into that too much. For most apps built on blockchains like Ethereum, it's hard and time intensive to read data directly from the chain. So you used to see people and companies building their own centralized indexing servers and serving API requests from these servers. This requires a lot of engineering and hardware resources and breaks the security properties required for decentralization. Okay. The graph is an indexing protocol for querying blockchain data that enables the creation of fully decentralized applications and solve these problems, exposing a rich GraphQL query layer that apps can consume. Okay. See, I'm never moved into GraphQL too much, so this will be a bit challenging for me, I guess. But we figure it out, right? I mean, we're intelligent people, aren't we? So let's see. In this guide, we won't be building a subgraph for our app, but we'll do so in a future tutorial. Okay, so that's one less thing to worry about. In this tutorial, what we will be doing is to build, deploying, and connecting to a couple of basic smart contracts. A contract for creating and updating a message on the Ethereum blockchain. That sounds, it's like Hello World, I guess. We all have to start with some Hello World examples before we move on to more complex things, I assume. So that's gonna be a good one. And then let's see, where are we? There we are. Sorry about the coughing, but you know, getting into some catching an easy cold. Anyway, a contract for mining tokens. Mining tokens. Never really understood what that is. I'm just saying as that it is. I'm not gonna pretend that I understand something if I don't. I hope you guys can appreciate that. Uh, if you guys know what tokens are, just put it in the chat. But otherwise, I will do a little bit of research on that. Right. Then allowing the owner of the contract to send tokens to others and read the token balances, and for owners of the new tokens to also send them to others. Full disclosure, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about here, to be honest. But I assume that tokens is like a commodity, and somebody owns that token, and I can give away this token or send it to somebody else or something. Right. We will also build out a React frontend that will allow a user to read the greeting from the contract deployed to blockchain. Slightly more advanced hello world, I guess. Update the greeting, okay. Send the newly mined tokens from the addresses to another address, okay. That's where complexity kicks in, I guess. Once someone has received tokens, allow them to also send their tokens to someone else. All right. Read the token balance from the contract deployed to the blockchain. Prerequisites. Node.js, I do have. And MetaMask Chrome extension installed on your browser. Well, good thing that I actually did install that. So that's awesome. You do not need to own any Ethereum. Thank you for that, for this guide, as we will be using fake test ether on a test network for the entire tutorial. Thank you for that. Awesome. No production. So we're gonna move into getting started. That's great. But what I need is to run or try to run a 1-minute break because I need to fill up my coffee before we get started with the actual coding. So bear with me, people. I'll be right back. Praven, I will be back in just a second. I can't really run that now for time constraints, apparently Twitch tells me. So bear with me. Be right back. I'm just gonna fill up this coffee cup without running an ad break. So, and again, if you want to move into this this thing, we have we are going through like some written instructions by Nader Dabit on dev.to. That's where you can find us. All right, we're back and we're moving into getting started territory of this walkthrough, and we will create a new React app. And I know that Nader is the author of this walkthrough, is using npm and npx. I have a slightly different way of doing things, so I'm gonna try to follow as much as of his instructions. But if there's something that I want to modify because I'm using yarn, for instance, and so on, then I can do that, and I hope you guys can appreciate that as well. Anyway, I'm gonna do cd into projects and workshops, and I'm gonna do yarn create React app, and I'm gonna call this React DApp as he did. Um, I think you say DAP or DApp or DAP. I don't know. But anyway, so he's using NPX in his example, but I'm going to use yarn, and let's see if that works. We're running all the dependencies, and we gonna do, well, this is being run. Let's just put this up here for a second. So we're gonna cd into this folder and install ethers.js and hardhat, but he's doing more than that, right? Because he's installing ethers hardhat, Nomic Labs hardhat waffle, whatever that is, Ethereum waffle. He also installs chai, which is an assertion library for testing. Hello, Mike. If you want to join in into the audio, I have another Agile Venturers here, Pravan. So you know, feel free to join in. I think you got the link in your Slack. But anyway, so he's installing Chai, Nomadic Labs, Hardhat Ethers, right? Right. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna copy this, but I'm gonna use this. So, so I have a problem with this because some of this stuff, like Chai, shouldn't be installed as a main dependency. So I'm not really sure whether this is the right way to do this. We're gonna do it like this, but so Chai should definitely be added as a development dependency and not a main dependency. So anyway, cd react dap. Let's do that, and we're gonna say yarn add, and then all of these packages that he wants us to install. Right. Right, let's just hit enter. Resolving some packages and doing some stuff. And while this is installing, let's take a look what the next step would be. Installing and configuring an Ethereum development environment. Okay, and did we look at what hardhat was? Yes, that's the environment for, that's the dev environment. Okay, cool. Let's do that once Yarn is done with whatever he was doing, and if he will ask me, or hardhat will ask me what I want to do. Create a sample project, hardhat project root, choose default path. Let's see. Now you should see the following artifacts created in your root directory: hardhat config.js, scripts, test. Oh, there's a test script. Okay, and contract, a folder holding an example Ethereum smart contract. Okay, let's try. Let's now just do git status. Right, so I'm just gonna cat the git ignore. Right. Okay, so he already set that up for me because it's a React create an app creating the create React app. An app created the React create app. Ooh. Subsidion, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope you will enjoy looking into blockchain technology together with me. Total noob. I've never done this before. Yeah, let's see. Anyway, let's just clear up our terminal and do npx hardhat. So npx means that the code will be executed directly from the npm.js repository, and so we don't have to install it locally on our computer. Nice. Hardhat. Okay. Ooh. What do you want to do? I want to create a sample project. And hard hat project root is user summoners projects workshops React DApp. Yes, I guess that's exactly what I want to do. Although I'm not 100% sure, but let's go with that. Okay. Do you want to add a git ignore? I probably don't, because I already have a git ignore, right? So I'm gonna say no on this. Help us improve hard hat with anonymous crash reports and basic usage data. Yes or no? I'm gonna probably say no on this. Right. Okay. Yes. Try running some of the following tasks: npx hard hat accounts, compile, test node. Right. We're gonna stick to the instructions. I'm really bad at following instructions, so I'm gonna try my best to do that. Because of a MetaMask configuration issue, we need to update the chain ID in hard hat configurations to be 1337. We also need to update the location for the artifacts for our compiled contracts to be in the source folder in our React app to make sure those updates open. All right, good. So it's time to dive into VS Code and actually write some code. Interesting. Let's see what it looks like. Right. So we have the hard hat. Let's make this bigger. Right. So the chain ID should be 1337. Where do we have a chain ID? No, we do not. Okay. Right. Now the shit starts to hit the fan, doesn't it? Or okay, so this is the okay, so we are here. Paths. Oh, okay, I got it. Now should I use the 083 of solidity? Okay, let's do that. Let's follow it. It's okay. So we have this, and then we have another. We have the path and artifacts, right? So let's do that. Artifacts, and that would be a string for source artifacts. Okay. Source artifacts, that's okay. And the next one, thank you very much, Pravan. If you want to stick around and check on the on Twitch, that's perfectly fine. We will share the findings in Slack later on. Networks hard hat chain ID. Networks, right? So we're just gonna do networks. Hard hat. What was it? Chain ID. Chain ID. And that would be 1337, right? Right. Okay. Good stuff. So apparently we did what we were supposed to do there. The next thing is let's have a look at the example contract given to us at contracts greeter solve. Okay, source. No, not source. Here it is, contract. Right. So let's have a look at the Solidity thing. The marketplace has extensions that can help with solve files. Let's have a look at the extension, Ethereum language and visual. Right. Right. So he's gonna install this. So we get the right color coding and stuff. 280,000 people already installed this extension, so I should be pretty safe. But who knows? I'm just gonna check my internal memory. We are down, so we need to free up some memory. So I'm facing some issues with when I stream, and that is that I have a MacBook Pro with 16 gigabyte internal memory, but we are diving down. Yes, Mike, we are. Well, I just woke up today and said that, you know, it's Sunday. I would like to do some recreational coding and learn something new. So I just got in my inbox there was this. I just got a link to this dev.to walkthrough, and I thought that this could be an interesting thing. And also there is another streamer that I'm kind of discussing whether we should set up a session in order so we can go over some testing principles. And she's working with Solidity, and I know nothing about Solidity, so I thought just perhaps it could be a good idea for me to actually know a little bit about her domain. So that's why I'm looking into this Solidity thing. This workshop or this walkthrough looked like a good, be of good quality. So I gave it a shot. Dream Traveling, good morning, guys. Good morning to you too. How are you doing? I hope you are fine. It's Sunday morning, and we're doing some learning, going through a walkthrough of setting up. Well, it's called the Complete Guide to Full Stack Ethereum Development. So it's intriguing. We'll see if that actually is the case. We are on the part where we want to take a look at the we just created a DApp or DApp. I think you say DApp or DApp, I don't know really. And we have a smart contract that has been scaffolded for us, so we're going to take a look at that one. Contract greeter, string greeting, constructor. Okay, so we have a constructor and we have the string memory. And there's a console log deploying a greeter with this greeting, right? And then there are a function to greet. It's not that boring. Dream Traveling, a little bit. We all have different tastes, I guess. So Mike, there's a Udemy course we have free for our AV members on Ethereum. Okay, that's interesting. I never took the opportunity. Stay in bed, Dream Traveling. Stay in bed. Don't get up for my sake. But I've never got into blockchain. More from a business perspective, but never from a coding perspective. So this is really my first exposure to all of this. This is a very basic smart contract. When deployed, it sets a greeting variable and exposes a function, greet, that can be called to return the greeting. And it also exposes a function that allows a user to update the greeting, set greeting. When deployed to the Ethereum blockchain, these methods will be available for a user to interact with. Okay. Let's make one small modification to the smart contract. Yes, we need to update this Solidity version. Right, so let's just do that so it's done. Right, it is already that. No, we need to go to this one, right, greeting soul. So we're gonna say 8 and 3 here. Right. And why would this give us an error? No, that didn't give us an error. Yes. It would be probably better to hang out my daily outside my daily routine is like my wife and my kid, they like to sleep in on Sundays, and I like to get up early. So I just take this opportunity between like 8 o'clock my time, it's UTC plus 2, and 10 o'clock to actually code a little bit and just take it easy. So that's what I'm doing. Um, but yes, of course, we would all like to be more out in the sun, and also I probably would like to spend more time with people, interacting with them in real life rather than just digitally. But hey, there's a pandemic. Right. Right. One way that when I look at this scaffolded code, I would probably uh, um, I would like to refactor this into arrow functions. Um, but I will not fuck around with this yet. And also the constructor contract. Well, it depends, of course, how the syntax for these contracts are. I know too little about this to actually get into some major refactoring. My main job is to code and teach people how to code. That's what I do for a living. Um, that's and what do you do? Apart from traveling in your dreams, my friend. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's see what else. There are two types of way to interact with a smart contract: reading or writing transactions. Yes. In our contract, greet can be considered reading, and set greeting consider writing. A setter and a getter, of course. I can relate to that. When writing or initializing a transactions, you have to pay for this transaction to be written to the blockchain. Okay, you have to pay for this. To make this work, you need to pay a gas. All right, I've heard about this. So there's like a transaction fee on the blockchain, right? Investopedia. What is gas? Gas refers to the fee or pricing value required to successfully conduct transactions or exercise that's the gas cost. Yes, exactly. Priced in small fractions of the cryptocurrency Ether, commonly referred to as a GUI. It's also nano ETH. Oh, okay. The gas is used to allocate resources on the Ethereum virtual machine, so that decentralized applications such as smart contracts can self-execute in a secure but decentralized fashion. Okay, so there's a small cost for each transaction. It would be interesting to see how big it is. Telecom and as an infrastructure as a service tech support. Good for you. Good for you. Awesome. So you're like into tech. You can like configure servers and understand networks topologies and all of that stuff. That's cool. Right. So now we know what gas is. As long as you are only reading from the blockchain and not changing or updating anything, you don't need to carry out a transaction, and there will be no gas or cost to do so. Okay. The function you call is then carried out only by the node that you're connected to, so you don't need to pay any gas, and the read is free. Okay, so I think I'm getting a little bit more grasp to come to terms. Jesus, come to terms with this. We'll see what else we can learn from this. From our React app, the way we will interact with the smart contract is using a combination of Ether's JS library, the contract address, and the ABI that will be created from the contract by Hardhat. So, of course, the next question is, what is an ABI? ABI stands for Application Binary Interface. You can think of it as the interface between your client-side application and the Ethereum blockchain, where the smart contract you are going to be interacting with is deployed. Right, you can think of it as the interface between your client side and the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, I'm just gonna pop open this one. You see all these tabs that are open now, apart from perhaps no, everything actually is are references to stuff that has been mentioned in this this walkthrough. Uh, Monitoring and covering the services and platforms that the company has, service dockers, networking closely, and okay, cool. Are you into like cybersecurity and you know doing this kind of stuff as well? Um, API specification, we have that from Solidity. Um, right, we will look at this later on. Let's keep things as simple as possible. APIs are typically compiled from Solidity smart contracts by a development framework like Hardhat. You can also often find the APIs for a smart contract on Etherscan. Let's not open this one. It feels like a Pandora's box. Compiling the API. Now that we have gone over the basic smart contracts and know what APIs are, kind of know what they are, let's not overdo it. Let's compile an API for our project. To do so, go to the command line and run the following command: hardhat compile. So I could probably, so this, you know, since I can execute this using npx, I can probably also install hardhat manually on my local host. But let's do npx, of course, right? And now you should see a new folder named artifacts in the source directory. Okay, because we don't have the artifacts yet, right? No, we do not. Okay, let's then run this compiler. npx hardhat. No, I just tried to tab my way through this, and then compile. Okay. Now, Solidity 083 is not fully supported yet. You can still use Hardhat, but some features like stack traces might not work correctly. Learn more. Okay. Compiling two files with okay. So that kind of, let me just check Git status. Right, we have the cache, contracts, hardhat config, scripts, and test. Right, let's just, you know what, let's just git add everything. Right, but perhaps we don't want, do we want to exclude those artifacts from version control? I don't know. You see, I said no to creating a git ignore. So now that was perhaps not the best decision, because now I don't know what to ignore and what not to ignore. Anyway, let's. I mean, this is just a tutorial project, so let's add everything. Right. So git commit am, and then basic. Like adds basic app structure. Yeah, let's just say that. And I will just actually I'm just gonna go over to GitHub to my own account, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna create a new repo. And I'm gonna just call it React DApp. Can I say like tutorial? And I'm just gonna say that I'm code based on this. Right, and I'm just gonna make it a public one actually. That's perfectly fine. We're gonna. Oh shoots! I did create. I did install the GitHub CI library, but you know, old habits die hard. So I forgot about this. Git remote. Add origin. This one. Right, and git push. Origin master. Right, so if you want to tag along on this one, I'm just gonna post this link in the chat if anybody would like to, you know, or code with me or fork or refactor or what have you. It's an open source thing. So. Mike, I do have a meet open if you want to join in, you know, just let me know. Let's see, let's go back here. Now you should see a new folder. Yes, let's see if I see a new folder. I do see the new folder. And we have built-in for contracts, hard hat, all of this stuff. Wow. Okay. Tokenize is skip for long lines. Okay, and then contracts. We have the greeted debug thing for performance document symbols. Yeah, fuck off. And the greeted JSON. Wow. Okay. Interesting. What else do we have? No, we don't have anything. Well, we did have contracts, build info. What was the build info? Oh, that was that. Okay. Good stuff. We can then reference the ABI like this. Console log greeter ABI. Where is ABI? Do we have ABI somewhere? What the fuck is ABI? Okay. So we can import this greeter into our file. Okay. So we're gonna go to the app.jsx, well, app.js, and we're gonna import this, and then we can console log and he wanted me to console log this. Okay, let's see if that actually works or not. Let's see if this works. I will probably rewrite some of this stuff, but let's see if we just do yarn start to spin this up. I want to see if this console log is actually showing me anything or not. Yes, we have a spinning logo of React. Array, there's an array. Okay. Inputs, state mutability, non-payable, type constructor, and we have inputs greet, outputs array, outputs is a string. Okay, set greeting. So this exposes the functionality, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning here, because there are certain things I don't need, independently of what these guys say. I'm gonna delete this logo SVG. I don't care about that. I can leave this one here, but I usually rename my components to JSX suffix, and in my index.js, I don't really need this index CSS. I don't care about that. I don't care about the app CSS, to be honest. and also in my app.jsx, I'm just gonna comment out this and real force Central Europe. No, so I need to install a dependency, and that would be the ES7 React Redux. Right, this one. I need this one. So I get all the snippets that I need to work with my things. Yeah, so I want to import this greeter here, and I'm just going to turn this into fragments. I'm just going to say, you know, H1 getting started. Right, I don't need all of that other stuff really. And then I just wanted to console log this thing. Right, and now I can safely remove all of this stuff. And I probably need to restart my server. Let's see, yeah. Let's restart the server. We should be okay. See, when we create a new application with when you create a new app with the Create React App scaffolder, you get a lot of shit, a lot of overhead, and I just wanted to get out of there. And we do get Greeter ABI application binary interface. Got to pick it up. Console logged, so we're in a good state. We should be okay on this one. So let's just go back here. Actually, I'm just gonna not configure tasks. No. I want to create a new terminal, and I want to say git status. Right, git add everything and do git ci. No, commit. Sorry. Cleans up scaffolded code. Right, git push origin master. Okay, back to the drawing board, right, people? Deploying and using a local network blockchain. So we've done all of this. We know that the console log is actually logging out or outputting the ABI, which could be perceived as progress, right? Progress. So now we're doing deploying and using a local network blockchain. Let's deploy a smart contract to a local blockchain so that we can test it out. To deploy to the local network, you first need to start the local test node. Okay. To do so, open the CLI and run the following command. Hard hat node, and then it says that if we do that, when we run this command, you should see a list of addresses and private keys. These are 20 test accounts and addresses created for us that we can use to deploy and test our smart contracts. Each account is also loaded up with 10,000 fake ether money. In a moment, we'll learn how to import the test account into MetaMask so we can use it. Okay, so let's run this then. We are running the React app in one view here. Let's do this in this terminal. It doesn't matter what terminal I use, I guess. Let's do npx hard hat node. Hard hat. Was it hard hat? Yes. I'm still getting used to the terminology and all the tools. There's a lot of tooling here, you know. So it's perfectly fine to be a little confused or, you know, not getting into all actions all at once. Help us improve hard hat with anonymous crash reports and basic. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, we got all of this. Okay. We got 10,000 ethers. Is it called ethers or ethan or what is it called? It said right up here. What's the name of the currency? Well, anyway, fuck it. Let's move on. Ether. It's called ether. Ether. Yeah. Okay. Now, next we need to deploy the contract to the test network. First, update the name of scripts sample script JS to scripts deploy JS. Okay. So we go to scripts sample script. We're just gonna rename this guy to deploy. And we can just take a look at it. We require the hardware runtime environment. Yes. Function main. Okay. Greeter deploy hello. Oh, okay, so this is where we actually... Okay. Greeter deployed. Console log. Greeter. Get contract factory. Okay, so we create the from hard hat. But does this guy know about the greeter already? So if yeah, so in principle I should be able to do this in a node console. Right, let's follow this now. Okay, hard hat script deploy JS network local host. Okay. Once this script is executed, the smart contract should be deployed to the local test network. We should be able to start interacting with it. All right. All right. Let's do that then. Oh, okay. So this is actually started. So it runs this. So I'm gonna have to create a new terminal. This one runs in the background. So and you say npx hard hat, and then we say run scripts. Right, run scripts deploy and network local host. Right, network localhost. Right, okay. npx hard run scripts deploy JS network localhost. Let's give it a shot, folks. Greeter deployed to and then a hash. Okay. And right, of course, a different hash. Right. This address is what we will use in our client application to talk to the smart contract. Okay. Keep this address available as we will use it when connecting to it from the client application. So we probably need to just copy this one somewhere. Let's just copy it into the README file. Right. Let's just add this one here. And now that I'm here, I'm just gonna say workshop. What was it we call this? We call this the complete right. Right, and just add the URL to here. Right. Let's go down. Right, this address. Okay. Alright, so to send transactions to the smart contract, we will need to connect our MetaMask wallet using one of the accounts created when we run npx hard hat node. in the list of contracts that the CLI logs out, you should see both an account number as well as private key. Yes, I do that. That I do. So if we just go over to the first here, right. And actually, oh, cool. So we can see some output on this one. Greeter, contract address, transaction from value 0 ETH. Okay, cool. All right, and deploying a greeter with greeting hello hard hat. Okay, and we have a lot of these things available. Okay. Let's see if we can. So account 0. So okay, we're gonna stick to that. We can import this account into MetaMask in order to start using some of the fake ETH available. To do so, first open MetaMask and update the network. Right. Open the MetaMask. Right. What do you mean? Open the MetaMask. How the fuck do I open the MetaMask? I'm really new at this, guys. So we have what do you mean? Open the MetaMask, really? Account management. MetaMask allows you to manage mass account thefts, blockchain connection, learning. Right. Well, account management. Does anyone know how to open the MetaMask? Because I'm like totally. So we have the what is this? Lighthouse. What is that? What extension? Yeah, let's have a look. MetaMask. Let's have a look at MetaMask. There it is. Okay, good. Oof. Right. And he wanted me to localhost. Right. So we want to go to localhost 8545 and then account this import account. We go to my accounts, import account. This is literally the first time I'm doing this. Select time, paste your private key string here. Copy them with your private keys logged out in the right. So the private keys, let's go to the one private key is this one. So we're gonna paste this here. No? Yeah, import. Yay, we have a lot of money. Okay, now that we have a smart contract deployed and an account ready to use, we can start interacting with it. Yay. Okay. Whew. Yay. Connecting the React client. In this tutorial, oh, it's like a new tutorial. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to be working about building a beautiful UI with CSS and all of that. Thank you, don't care. We are focused 100% of the core functionality to get your app and running. Thank you very much for that. The last thing I care about is how it looks like. From there you can take it and make it look good if you'd like. With that being said, let's review the two objectives that we want from our React application. We want to fetch the current value of greeting from the smart contract, allow a user to update the value of the greeting. Yes. Okay. With those things being understood, how can we accomplish this? Here are the things we need to do to make it happen. Create an input field and some local state to manage the value of the input to update the greeting. Allow the application to connect to the user's MetaMask account to sign transactions. Create functions for reading and writing to the smart contract. To do this, open the app.js X in my case and update it with the following code, setting the value of greeter address to the address of your smart contract. Okay, so we have the const greeter address and my contact address, which is probably, yeah, we got that somewhere. Okay, and we are using use state from React, greeting, set greeting value, and then we have this request as a synchronous function for request account. Right, let's start with the greeter address and use state and ethers. Right, so let's go to app JSX. Right. Right. Is so this is the address, right? Right? Or logged to the CLR. Logged out to the contract address, logged out to the CLR when it was deployed. The fuck? Jesus, I already fuck up, right? Anyway, let's just React from React, and we're gonna say use state, and then we will get to ethers from ethers. And was that a module? Yeah. Okay, and then we just do const greeter address equals, and that's going to be a string probably. Whether this is yeah, that's it. Sub. Okay, thank you, sub. Thanks. Right, and what else do we have? So we use the state of greeting and set greeting. Right, so we're just gonna say const greeting set greeting equals use state, and it has a null value, or no, nothing at all. Okay, and then we have a function request account. Right, so we're just gonna say I'm gonna write it up as I would do it. So const request account equals async arrow function like this, and then we just do await window Ethereum request. Right, so we can just copy this, await window, and I was Ethereum, right? Is that how you spell this? Ethereum, right? Request. No, I'm not getting those. No, okay. Well, thank you very much. And this method, okay. So we get that. And then we have fetch greeting. And if it's actually there, then we're doing this. So type of window. Right. Okay, fetch greeting. All right. So we're just gonna create a fetch greeting. Const, fetch greeting equals async. Right, and then we say if then don't I have an if else? Right, there we go. Right, type of window. Right. Is if it's you know, undefined. So if it's actually there, right? And then we do const provider, new ethers providers, web3 provider, Windows. So we're setting up a provider and a contract. So this is interesting. Let's just copy these two first and take a look at them in our code. So this is what we want to do. So we are instantiating a new provider with, okay, so we're using this now. Right. I'm gonna have to set up a few debuggers here and there to actually understand what is going on here, because I'm not really on board with that. But let's just work our way through this, and then we do a try catch. Right, so we do a try catch, and we want to say we're just console logging stuff. We did await contract greet, and then we're just outputting this. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. And then in the catch we are just displaying the error, and everything is being done in the console so far. So it doesn't seem like, but don't we send anything into this greet? Well, we'll see. And then we have a set greeting. Right. So const set greeting equals async. Right. Okay, because we're doing greeting. Where's the greeting? No, we don't even use the state yet anywhere. Anyway, let's just follow along. If greeting is nothing, then we return. Okay. If greeting, just return. That's a simple check. And then we say again, if window Ethereum is undefined. Right. And then there will be a few things that will happen. So if this, right, so await request account, and that was what we did up there, and then provider is still, it's the same thing as here, as we do here, right? So that's weird that we do it twice on the same, yeah, but anyway, and then we have a signer, provider, signer, okay, then we have the contract, and we have some code repetition here again, but that's right, and we fetch the greeting. Okay, so let's just copy this actually over here. Right. Again, my first attempt to do all of this. I'm trying to follow along, not only copying code, but actually trying to understand what is going on in my code and why certain things are happening. And if I come across like an asshole questioning my guru, which in this case seemed to be Nader, I beg you apologize for that. But you know, I really need to, you know, get those moving parts lined up in my head, so I do understand this. Anyway, we have class name header, class name, don't give a fuck about that. We have a button, 2 buttons and 1 input, and we have on click, fetch greeting, set greeting, Right, and then on change, set greeting value, set greeting, target value. Okay, so button. We're gonna use 2 buttons, and then we have an input text. Right. And we have a placeholder set greeting. Right. So perhaps we don't need all of this stuff, by the way. Placeholder set greeting, and then on change. Let's do on change. On change equals, and then event, and then set greeting event target value. Right, so we have that. Okay, and on that both buttons, we have 2 on click events. So this one will be fetch greeting, and then the other one would be set greeting, of course, right? Set greeting. Perhaps, normalize this. Right, and then we have the on click events, fetch and set. Okay. So on click equals fetch greeting, and we have an on click event, set greeting. Oh, I can't do that. Set greeting value. Now I understand why he said this twice. Set greeting value, because I have a naming. Yeah. Set greeting value. Yes, it's from useState. So he used that in his code, set greeting value, but I kind of shortened it to set greeting before I saw that he actually used the name set greeting as a function. So so one thing is to set the value in state, and another thing is to actually dispatch the event, I guess. So I just fixed that in my own code. Usually when I use this useState, I have the variable name and then set and the variable name. And here we are conflicting, so we wanted to do this properly, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's just format our code a little bit. Right. But the good observation there, Subsidian. I almost made a fool of myself there. Right, so now we need to start this thing. I've already started it somewhere. Right, well, I fucked that one up. Yeah, I probably look into that. For now, I'm gonna go with this, but absolutely. Let's see. We are getting some weird stuff. Contract and error is not defined. Right, so I must have fucked something up. Let's go over this again. Yeah, first of all, you know what? I think I'm gonna restart the server, because it might be that I just don't have everything loaded. So before we start panicking, it's better to restart and see. Right, no, we got the same error. Why would I get the same error? Boom. Right, and that's line 21 and 24. Line 21 and 24. So I'm just going to change this a little bit to this. No. Let's just No, that wasn't it. So let's head back. Right, so let's debug the shit out of this, right? Yeah. First of all, we just want to say, is this even present? Yes, it is. Okay, so I got this, right? So this should evaluate to false. It's true, right? So this is, yes, true, right? So I should be able to debugger. I need to debug this here. Like everything needs to be in the if statement. Where oh, you mean this? Oh, yeah, sure. You mean this try catch, this one, right? That's what you meant, right? It must be. Of course, right, as he did. I was I made a mistake there. Error is not defined. Right, error. Here we go. Right. Okay. Good. Good. Now we're up and running. So let's see. Fetch greeting. Hello hot. He says in console. Set greeting. So let's just say hello world. And then we just say set greeting. No? Wow. Okay. First of all, too many things. Let's RPC error request of type wallet request permissions already pending for origin this. Please wait. Code message request of type wallet already origin. Please wait. The fuck. Let's read more. Perhaps they have a solution. When the app loads, you should be able to fetch the current greeting and log it out in the console. You should also be able to make updates to the greeting by signing the contract with your MetaMask wallet and spending the fake Ether. What the fuck? I didn't see that. Okay, let's reload. Let's see if we can. So there's something pending. What would you be pending? Is it because I have something open here somewhere? Am I having too many tasks open here? No, I should be okay. Right, let's have a look at that. So let's fetch the greeting again. Try opening the MetaMask extension to react. Right. There it is. Oh, so it doesn't open automatically? Perhaps it doesn't open automatically. So oh, you're so right. So just click next. Okay. Connecting. Okay. So let's try this again then. So we fetch the greeting, hello hard hat, okay, and then we say hello world, and then we set the greeting and open this up again. Set greeting, gas fee, okay, and then I just confirm. Yeah, I probably need to give permissions, right? So let's confirm. And we have data. Transaction. Oh, I got, look, I got some. Oh, you can't see this. Or can you? No, you can't. But I got actually a notification on my other, that, yay. That's fucking, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Wow. That's my very first smart contract. That is probably not that very smart, but in life. So I signed this and we outputted it, and it's nice. Yeah, it's neat. Thank you. Thank you for sharing my enthusiasm. You know, you need to be happy about those things. Chat, we're making progress, chat. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking. Let's see what else he has in store for us, right? Let's see what else he has in store. Deploying and using a live test network. There are several. You know what? Let's. If you. Yeah. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's fetch. Yes, it is hello world now. Yes. 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 We just got it outputted again. But then, of course, if I reload now. No. Right. If I reload, we got everything back to square one, right? No, we didn't. Yes, of course, because because my local blockchain is running, right? And it was hello world, yeah, because that is still running in the background and so on. So I actually permanently modified that. That's awesome. It's starting to fall into place for me. Are you like ignore the Mobot because I'm not working on that project. I just forgot to update the custom command. But anyway, Subsidian, are you into this stuff from before? Do you know this technology and Solidity and all of that stuff? That's awesome if you do. Oh, you don't? You're just as enthusiastic about learning new stuff as I do? That's great. That's awesome. Let's see what else. Well, no, you know what? We should commit. We should commit one way or another, right? Compiled successfully. Well, then you came to the right place because I don't understand much either, to be honest. But we all have to start somewhere, right? And yeah, by the way, we can check the logs here. This could be interesting. Right. Calling an account which is not a contract. Okay, so we got this signed here. Changing, there it is. Changing greeting from hello hard hat to hello world. That's the thing. Okay. Right, own. Let's see if we can. Right, I think some of my. Right. Yeah, exactly. I can see all the calls. That's really nice. Let's see if we can get Lucas, Luke, and Seva doing some blockchain magic here on Twitch. Not blockchain. You misspelled blockchain, Thomas. There we go. Right. Let's see. Is the color from in MetaMask your account? Right. I think it is. Where's F39? Right. So where's my MetaMask? It's. Let's open that one again. Right. Account 2. Copied. Let's see. Let's just go into any file. Just want to F3 F39 F yeah, so this is the first letters, right, of the hash. Well, apart from 0x, but this is usually an identifier or something. Yes, so that's part of the account name. That is the account, yes. Right, let's just go over here. We go here and we just do git status. Right, so we just do git add, and we do git commit am adds a basic interface to fetch and set the message. Your greeting. We all have to start with a hello world application, and apparently this was my version of that first exposure. It's not bad. Git push origin. Oh shit. Origin master. Right on. Good stuff. And here we are. Just gonna post this link in chat if anyone wants to get into this. Never mind the readme stuff, because they are what they are. But yeah, okay, let's see what else this tutorial has for us. Next, send yourself some test ether to use during the rest of this tutorial, but visiting this test faucet. To a live. Okay, there are several from test network, right? Ropsten? Rinkeby? Rinkeby is a suburb in Stockholm. That's weird. Ropsten is also a suburb in Stockholm. That's so funny. That's so funny. I live in Sweden, and but not in Stockholm. I live in Gothenburg. But Ropsten and Rinkeby, they are like two suburbs in our capital. Our Kovan, I don't know what Kovan is. That we can also deploy to in order to have a public accessible version of our contract available without having to deploy it to the mainnet. In this tutorial, we'll be deploying to the Ropsten test network. To start off first, after your MetaMask wallet to connect to a Ropsten. Right, so we need to open this, and then Ropsten test network. Okay. And apparently I have five monies or ethers. Send yourself some ether to use during the rest of this tutorial by visiting this thing. Hello. Kan du sätta på dig någonting bara så att du inte går omkring naken?
Jag är inte naken.
Nej. Jag ska ta 5 minuter så gör jag det, okej? Nej. Hej du, kommer strax. Right, but I have some ether, so I probably don't have to send them to me, but why not try that? Let's open this in a new tab. Ropsten Ethernet fast. Enter your test account address. Test account address. Yes, test account address. That's gonna be this one. Send me test ether. You're grey listed. Are you shitting me? Why? Really? What the fuck? I haven't done anything. Why would I be grey listed? Well, at least not blacklisted. So that's guess that's yeah. Fuck us. Defi car. Anyway, apparently I'm grey listed. Must have done something wrong. Not sure what exactly, but something. Let's just forget about that. We do have some stuff. With that access, we can get access to Rupstian by signing up with the service that I'm using Infura for this tutorial. Once you've created an app in Infura or Alchemy, you will be given an endpoint. Yeah, but I'm like grey listed. Let's see. Okay, let's. Oh fuck. Let's have a look. Log into your account. I don't have an account. Let's sign up. Stay up to date. I don't need no more. What the fuck? Please click each image containing a boat. I guess this is about. I guess this is about. This is about. And this is about. Any more boats? No. Yeah. Oh god, come on. Give me a fucking break. Right. Confirm. Yes, sorry about that. Yeah. So I confirmed. Let's go back. Can close this up. Start building it with the internet. Start building with the Filecoin. Start accessing. Read more. Yeah. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Well, by signing up. Yes. Once you've created the app in Infura, but right. Oh, you did? Well, okay, so that's it wasn't me, it's just like them. Do not ask for too much because they will grey list you. Thanks you for confirming, or you boosted my confidence there's Sub-Zidon, because I thought it was something wrong with me, but it wasn't. Yes. What am I supposed to do here? Create a project. Perhaps that. Create new project. Okay. Right, so I'm just gonna say testing. Test Greta. Let's do that. Okay. Right. Right. Endpoints. Ropestian. Okay. Right. Really? Yes. Let's just let's just save the changes now. Project updated. Not sure what I'm doing at all. I'm really on thin ice here at this point. But then again, we've all been there, I guess. Okay, let's go back to. Let's see if this works. Let's try to pick the lowest hanging fruit here without going this is a way to get access to, yeah, but I was more wondering about all of these settings, security settings and allow lists and so on, but I'm gonna leave it as it is for the moment and see if we can move on from this. Be sure to, oh, here it is. Okay. Perhaps read the documentation, Thomas, for fuck's sake. Be sure to set the allowed list Ethereum addresses to the Infura or Alchemy to include the wallet address of the wallet address of the account you will be deploying from. Right. And again, the address I am deploying from is this one. And that's the gray listed one, right? So that could potentially be a, let's see, allow lists. Right. Damn it. Is this the one? Okay. Okay. And we get an account details. Ja, Thaddeus? Ja, jag kommer nu. Hello, Mike. Good morning.
Hey.
Hi. I need to take, nice to see you. I need to take a 2-3 minute break because I need to fix a sandwich to my son. That's the little fellow that just came in and out. So I'm gonna run like a I don't know, I'm gonna try to run like an ad break. We'll be right back after these messages, but I'll be back in just a second to finish this up. Okay, guys? Let's see if we can do that. We can't do that for another minute. So let's just figure this out. So to deploy to the test network, we need to update our hard hat config with some additional network information. One of the things we need to set up is a private key of the wallet we will be deploying from. To get the private key, you can expand it from MetaMask. Okay, let's look at that. So account account details, and then we just grab this and then export private key. Type in your MetaMask password. Never disclose this key. Well, if I don't want to disclose this key, but it's a test network, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. I think you have to choose your test network.
Yeah, I did that. Let's see again. Right, let's do account details. Expo. Yeah, this is a test. Right. Let's
Yeah, it's the same account, yes, but
yeah,
yeah.
this is your private key. Click to copy. Okay, click to copy. Okay, copy
I
this.
think there's that thing, the images. What is it called? Where you have like a message to unlock your account. I've forgotten how.
Yeah.
I did lose mine, so
Okay.
I've lost a few coins.
Yeah, I can always create a new one. So I did I make a fool of myself now by exposing this? Perhaps I did. We'll figure it out soon. Anyway, I suggest not hard coding this value in your app, but instead setting it to something like an environment variable. Right. Right. Yeah, so it should be probably not visible. So let's just, yeah, because it's just a test account. So we have the hard hat Roopsteen. Okay, so let's just go to that hard hat config, and then we just do comma, and then we do yeah, I would consider the account to compromise. Yeah, absolutely. Roopsteen. and this would be that, and then we say URL and the accounts, right? So we would say URL first, an empty string to start with, and accounts is an array, and that would be OX and then your private key. All right. Yeah, that's 0x, right? 0x, 0x dash, and then insert this private key. Yeah, I'm just using this for no dashes for learning purposes, so I don't really care about that, I guess. And then there was this address here, which was this, right? Yes, your project ID, so this will be that. And I'm gonna be back with you guys in a few minutes. I need to just take care of one thing for the little guy, okay? So I'll be
Okay.
back in just a second. Stay tuned, folks. All right, folks. Duty called. The little boy needed a sandwich or two, so he got that. But I'm back. Right. And so we have this hard hat. Right. Next. Right. So now I want to deploy this. That's the next step. Mike, oh, you're muted, but you probably do something else. Subsidian, I hope you're still around. Need your expertise for this.
Yeah, hello. I'm back as well.
Okay, good stuff. Good.
Yeah.
Right. So now we want to deploy this to Roopsteen.
Network.
We'll see if we can still do that, or if we are grey listed or not. Right. Let's see. So let's clear this, and then we do npx. What was it? Hard hat run scripts deploy. Right. Hard hat run scripts deploy network Roopsteen. This is so funny. This network name is, Mike, perhaps you got that, but it's like a suburb of Sweden, in Stockholm. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know. And the other one that is out is called Rinkeby. It's also a suburb of Stockholm. I never heard that they were actually using this. Okay, we get an unexpected error. Right. This is not defined. Okay. Do I need to, like... Well... You mean... You mean... Yeah, of course, for fuck's sake, what's wrong with me? Thank you. I'm sorry. Yes, of course. Let's run that again then. Thank you, Subsidian, thank you. Do. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But now, like what? I just hit enter, I'm waiting. Nothing? Nothing? No output? No output? Okay. Well, I don't like when there's no output. Oh no, let's not do that. Like this, let's open it in a new tab. Local, where was I? What? There it is. New tab. And greeted deployed. Now it was deployed. Okay. After a while it came back. Okay. And search by address. So I can search by this address. Let's see. Search. Yes. Yes. No matching. We have balance.
So the contract is somehow compiled to something that people can change.
So should I decompile it? Decompile bytecode. This is the first time the compilation of the contract request has been submitted to a web service. Refresh this page and yeah, while this is waiting, let's see. You know, to view the live contract. Okay. Right. With exact matching. Verify 16 contract with exact matching bytecodes. Wow. 16 contract with the same bash. Contact creator. Not really sure what I'm doing here. Apparently, I'm not like sorry. Mine token's pretty sure. Okay. Right. Right, because really, I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing at this point. Minting tokens. One of the most common uses for smart contracts is creating tokens. Okay. All right. Let's see what that brings to the things. Right. So one of the most common uses, right, since we know a little more about how all of this works, we'll be going a little faster. Yes, a little more, with emphasis on little. I think that's the key word here. Not really that. Right. In the main contracts folder, create a new file named token sol. Now, update the token sol with the following smart contract. Right, so we have a token, the name, another deposit token, and the symbol will be NDT. Okay, unit. So the total supply of this is 1,000,000 of something. Okay, address public is the owner. Public owner, mapping, address, unit balances, constructor, owner, message sender. Okay, that's the sender. Right, total supply is the balance. Transfer, address to, then to external. Require balance, message sender amount, not enough tokens, balance. Right, note that this token contract is for demo purposes only, it's not ERC compliant. I don't even know what the ERC 20 is, but we can figure it out. Token standard. Oh, okay, so it's a token standard. Okay, we don't care about that for now, because, you know. Right, this contract will create a new token called another debit token and set the supply to 1,000,000. Let's compile this contract. Okay, so let's just copy this into this token sol that would be in contracts, and then we just create a new file and we call it token .sol, and I'm just gonna change that for the sake of this thing. I'm gonna call this Thomas debit token just because I'm so egocentric, right? And so I will give it a different symbol, TDT, just to, you know, fuck things up a little bit. Right. And npx hard, right, npx hard compile, npx hard compile. SPDX license I did not write in the source before publishing. Consider adding a comment to each source file. Yeah, but it's just a warning, right? Okay. Now update the deploy script with freeze deploy to include this new token contract. Right. It is get contract for token deploy. Await token. Right. So we could just do the deploy scripts deploys. Right. So we're gonna deploy. Yeah, we can remove the comments here probably to get rid of that. We can remove this button to be able to use a single everywhere and property handlers. Right. So just add this and then await token deployed. Right. Okay. Deploying contracts with the account and then okay. And then we can deploy this new contract to the local or Roopsteen network. Should we deploy this to our local or Roopsteen? Another deploy it to the, can send it. Oh, okay. Yes. Let's try that. Let's try that. So there we're gonna deploy. Right. Let's see.
Skulle hälla upp kaffet nu.
Jag tror det kaffet är färdigt.
Ja, men vart är hennes kopp?
Ja, det vet jag inte. Jag kommer alldeles strax då. So I'm just gonna take care of one thing while this is deploying, okay? I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about this. But now he says that only greeter was deployed because I forgot to compile it, right? It needed to be compiled, and I did, yes. Or did I compile it? Yes, I did compile it. So why wasn't this deployed? Right. Oh, it's just a. Oh yeah. But we never got token address, didn't I? Don't I need the address? Perhaps I don't. Okay. Yes, of course. So token contract address. Yeah, I need the address, right? Yes. So I probably need to, right? So we might deploy, right. So we need that. So we're gonna have to redeploy this then. So we're just gonna say token, just so we get that, and then token. And actually, you know, we can comment this, so we don't need the greeters, right? Right. Why do you think that? By the way, did you see that somewhere on the Roopstein network, or? The question is if you are sure, or if I should redeploy this. Okay. So, okay, but then perhaps I don't have to redeploy that. Let's try that. Right, let's try that. So let's see, MetaMask, and then we're gonna say add token and search tokens. Let's do. Oh, custom token, sorry. Yeah, token, contract address, and TDT. Yeah, that it was the first one you posted, because decimal precision, right, edit decimal. And then we just do next. TDT. Right, I have 1 million. Okay, and now I want to send this. So what's your public address then, Subsidon, if I want to send this to you? If you want me to send that's your, okay. So let's see if that will work now. Let's just copy this. Is that okay to expose, or should I do this off camera, by the way? I can just, that's okay to expose, I guess. But I want to ask you first before I do that. Yeah, it's a public key, right, exactly. Right, so I will give you half of everything I own. So I will give you 500,000. Can I say something here? No? Why can't I change this? I can only give you 5 of my tokens. Max. Yeah, max is 5. Oh, okay. Okay. But we're still on the Roopstein, right? So we should be okay, right? This is not real token. I mean, I don't have any. So we just confirm. Sending. And the question is whether you get it or not. Perhaps I can't send because I'm like, you know. But why does it say -5? Okay, transaction 871, view on Ethereum. Okay. So yeah, weirdish. Let's see. It sent 0 exactly, because I don't have any. Yeah, that's because they wouldn't give me any ethers, right? Because I can't pay for the. Oh, now he says. Now I can send 1 million. I will give you everything I own. Let's try that. It failed. Right. Not really sure. Let's see. Let's view this of Ethers. Why is my computer just acting up again? Yeah, it's acting up again. Could be a gas thing. Could be a gas thing.
Jag vågar inte vara i vardagsrummet för att det låter som världens läskigaste babydocka.
Du får gå upp då. Eller sätt dig på golvet här hos mig då.
Nej, jag äter en glass.
Ah, okej. Ja, ja. Men sätt på dig lite kläder, Titus.
Jag går till vardagsrummet.
Yeah, right. Okay. Let's see. My music is not playing. Or is it? At least I don't hear it. Let's try to send this again then. But see, I'm not sure whether I'm too much of a hurry. Right, this is you. Gas price. I can't modify this. That's the thing. I can't really modify that. Right, I am not dead yet or something. Right. That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. Any ideas? Is that just because... Right.
Yeah, I'm doing some googling on that.
So the copy address of another account sent should be equal to the original amount minus the amount. Yes, of course. But yeah, he didn't really set that up. I'm about to stop now because I'm running a few minutes over time. So let's get back to this at in another stream. But just some feedback on this. Now, in the beginning here of this walkthrough, Nader kind of implied that he will be using, doing testing, right?
I think it's a series of
And
blogs.
oh, there you go, Mike. Sorry, now I hear you.
Okay, so yeah, I was saying I think it's a series of blogs, so maybe this is just a part of it when he makes us understand.
Perhaps it is, right?
Yeah.
Because so far
The contracts.
there was no testing involved at all, right? So it's a bit disappointing regarding that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think this blog is like the third of the series. Maybe.
Right. But also, so he, in his conclusion, he says we covered a lot of ground, a lot here, but for me this is kind of bread and butter, core of getting started with the stack. Okay, I understand that. It's kind of what I wanted to have, not only as someone who was learning all this stuff, but also in the future if I ever need to reference anything. I understand that. I did learn a lot. If you want to support multiple wallets in addition to MetaMask, yes, okay. In my future tutorials, I'll be diving into more complex smart contract development and also how to deploy them as a subgraphs to expose GraphQL API on top. Right. But there's no really links to anything else here. We can just check out his... Right. Yeah, no, this is it. This is it. There is no other part
Okay.
of this. So that was a bit disappointing, to be honest. Um,
Yeah.
that was a bit disappointing. Like in test environment, we have a sample test, and we're requesting chai. Right. Right. So let's, you know what? Let's just see if we can run this particular test at least, because it's at least it's a start. Let's just have a look at the package JSON, and in test of testing library jest DOM React user event. Right. So let's just do yarn test. There are no tests to be found, which is really interesting. Wow. Okay. Sample test. Can we run this? There are no tests found. Well, that was a bit of a bummer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's just rename this to .test.js and rerun the whole thing again. And there are still no fucking tests here. Right. So can we just do jest? Can we do that? No. So let's just go into this package JSON and we just do this. We just add this, and then we just do. Let's just do jest like this. Oh, sorry, I need double quotes. Oh, now it's running, and now we're failing on that test. Right? Render app. What? Right. Do we even have this left? App chest in source? Didn't I remove that? Oh, I didn't remove that. Let's remove that. I don't need this one. Yeah, fuck that. Delete this one. Yeah, perhaps he is just starting this. Like Subsidian said, that it might be a totally new series, so perhaps he just hasn't updated that yet. That's completely reasonable. Let's see. Why am I failing on this one? Ethers is not defined. Okay, so we're just gonna do import. Oh, so is this not using? Oh, this one is not using modules like that. So we just, but they should be able to import actually. You know, ethers from ethers. Right. Let's see if we can get this to work. Okay, you can't do that. Well, fuck you then. Require ethers.
Yeah, I think you'd need that.
But usually, yeah, it depends, of course, how you set up Jest. But usually, you can use import.
Yeah. And this is from Create React app, the app that we have.
Once again.
Is the app that we have from Create React app?
So we created it with Create React app, but then
Okay.
we added some stuff.
Oh yeah.
So this thing was created for us. The sample test was created for us by one of the scaffolders that we run.
Yeah.
Get contract factory greeter. Right, but yeah, so we. Yeah, I'm gonna have to debug this because I mean there are dependencies that are missing, and they get contracts factory is not available. We probably need to, let's see, in the package JSON, Ethereum, Ethos, Hard Hat, React, testing library, Hard Hat. Yeah, I don't know how to. Again, he doesn't document that part, right? So we don't know how to test this, basically.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, have you done any of this before? Is this?
Yeah, I did the course, the Steven Creder course, for Udemy, but that was like 2 years ago.
Oh,
And
okay,
yeah, I haven't done it since.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, yeah, keep your hands on the wall. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to this, perhaps, when I have a day off. No, but it's I'm pretty busy with other stuff. But I'm intrigued by this, and I'm intrigued by the fact by how we can of course use it and so on, right, and how to build those things, but also how we can test this and see if we can get this off the ground. Usually on weekends, what I'm doing is that I'm working on a software as a service application called pranzo.se, which is what Mubot just outputted. It's a SaaS app. It's pretty, it's just a hobby project of mine, but it's actually a hobby project that I'm about to turn into a business. So we'll see if that takes off. But I would definitely say that blockchain and all of these smart contracts things are interesting, and I want to look into that more. So be on the lookout for my streams. And for now, I'm gonna call it quits. Mikey, you and I see each other this afternoon in the
Yep.
management meeting for Agile Ventures. And
All right.
Subsidian, thank you very much for your participation. I hope to see you again on this in my stream. All right, thank you for hanging out with me, guys. Take it easy.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
All right, stay cool. Cheers.